Hello and welcome to the Philippines, and welcome to JRC Immigration Services and Visa Consultancy. We're going to talk a little bit about if you are out of the country, what can you do? Can you start processing your different types of visas, how you go about it, and what he can offer you in that regard. So take it away, JR.
All right, thanks, Rod. It's good to see you around. So, yeah, if you're actually outside the country, what are your options, especially in regards to applying to the retirement visa? What you can actually do, most of it is to have your paperwork prepared. Like, for example, once you have the DD-214, the pension documents, your police clearance with no criminal record, those are foreign documents that needs to be authenticated prior to be accepted to the Philippines. So that's one. You need to make sure that it is properly authenticated, or what we call the apostille right now. If you're from the US, you can actually search a firm that can do the apostille, because apostille is a process of authenticating a foreign document to be now acceptable to the Philippines. So that's one. And also, please bear in mind that if every state has a different way of doing things. So if you get it from Florida, it would be much better to look for a firm that can do the apostille in Florida, because that would be more appropriate, because that is your declared residence or country of residence, or residence from your foreign country during your visa application. Now, second is, for the compliance of the visa deposit, since that is an inwardly remitted funds, this is the second requirement that you can actually prepare ahead, aside from the paperwork that I had mentioned earlier, because there are US banks right now who will require you to be present or physically present in your bank before you can wire in the money. Now, don't worry about the recipient or the receiving bank here in the Philippines, because we're gonna provide you with all the details, the bank account number, the account name, and the SWIFT code. We will be providing you with that, and please feel free to verify it, because it is a hard-earned money that you've worked for your life, and you're sending it overseas, and that is something that you need to verify on. I would also request or personally encourage you to do a verification, do a call, hey, that this retirement account is existing and it's legit or not. I would encourage you with that, because I totally value your hard-earned money before you send it. Now, once you send it in the receiving bank here in the Philippines, our role is to really guide you what are the things that you need to prepare before you come here. And the rest of the paperwork, like the medical lab work or medical check, can also be done in the US. However, we would encourage you to do it here, because it's much more simpler here. Because if you're gonna do the medical examinations and the medical certificate, which will be signed to your doctor, since that is a foreign document, you need to have to an apostille. Now, going back to the visa deposit, once you already have sent the money here in the Philippines to the recipient bank for the compliance of your visa deposit requirement, you can actually send us an advance copy of the transaction that you have made for the inward remittance. Why? We will actually verify it on your behalf if it's successfully being transferred here, because there are cases right now that it may be taking a long time to be received with the Philippine bank, because there might be small problems along the way. So it's better for you to sort this out before you come here, and to make sure that your money that you sent here is already been received and been credited to the retirement office account. Now, that's not the end of the line. Why? Because the recipient bank or the Philippine bank itself needs to issue a bank certification. So they will not issue you, or the requirement will not be fully complied. What if you'll have your 1,500 visa deposit, if you're applying for the retirement visa expanded courtesy, the special military courtesy, military category, and what if the amount that have been received is only 1,490, so it lacks $10. So those are the things that you need to make sure before you come here, and that is where we can actually guide you on that aspect. And please do be advised that particular remittance will not be issued then right away with the bank certification. It will take a process. Normally, sending the money here from your bank, from your country of origin, or let's just say from the US, will take approximately 3 to 5 banking days. Now after that, if it will be verified from the receiving bank, another 3 to 5 banking days will be now allocated for the issuance and the notarial of your bank certificate. Then another 3 to 5 banking days for that particular bank certificate notarized by the Philippine bank to be forwarded right now to the finance department of the retirement office. Now, it will wait there. You may also try to call the retirement office for verification because they will not be giving that particular bank certificate on that process itself. But instead, you will have your bank certificate once your visa, retirement visa will be approved thereafter. So, in context, it would be a crucial part right now for you to really prepare it ahead, especially if you're still outside the country and you're still planning to go to the Philippines. It is very much important, and it's very good really to prepare for that, because we have encountered applications that they already here and they have difficulties of transferring the the visa deposit because their bank required them to be physically present, or if they may be doing the online banking. Normally the online banking would ask for the one-time PIN or OTP, and sometimes the OTP is only being sent to the US number. Number two, authenticating also of the foreign documents, most specifically the police clearance, because there are counties or state police or FBI would require you some procedures that it would be more beneficial for you or much more convenient for you to do it in the US rather than do it remotely here in the Philippines. So I think on that aspect, it will save you a lot of convenience or disconvenience, or it will save you a lot of hassles, and it will and you will have a peace of mind really of doing your preparation for your retirement visa application. For other visa application, you need to be here in the Philippines. Apart from the retirement office, please be advised that your visa application would only commence upon your entry to the Philippines. If someone will be telling you that you can actually process it online, especially for the retirement visa, you cannot do that. What you can do is actually do the preparation of your paperwork. What are the things that you need to prepare that coming from your country of origin before you come here? When you come here, we're gonna prepare all your paperwork, and then we're gonna submit it. And that's the time that you have successfully started the process of your retirement visa application.
Okay. And it's that apostille, that's very important. And most people, I've never heard the term until I came to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a lawyer or somebody certifying that it's a legal document, right?
It's even more simpler than the a stamp from a lawyer. It's actually a stamp at the back of the document wherein it states there the apostille. That's APOSTILE, or sometimes double L. So it's a simpler process of the red ribbon before, because the way of authenticating a foreign document to be acceptable to the Philippines is first you need to go to the Philippine consulate. And what if you're days away or you're very far with the Philippine consulate? And that's the reason why the Apostille Hague Convention has been agreed upon with participating countries, in which one of that is the US and the Philippines, to make the authentication much more simpler. So this is in lieu or a simpler version of the red ribbon before. And the common denominator among apostille and red ribbon is authenticating a foreign document.
Okay. And then in regard to the 13A, the marriage visa, also a person can't just don't just bring your divorce papers to prove that you're no longer married, right? But that has to be apostilled as well.
Correct, yes.
And you could get it apostilled here, but Could you get it apostilled here if you brought divorce papers, for instance?
You cannot get a local apostille in the Philippines because the jurisdiction right now does not belong to the Philippine jurisdiction. The Philippine and at the side of the Philippines. So since that particular document is coming from the U.S., it should be apostilled in the U.S. And if you're here, you can actually just contact someone from the U.S., an apostille firm, to do the apostille for you. And I'm pretty sure they can actually do that for you.
Okay, all right. And from our other discussions, my understanding is one of the biggest problems you get with any of these visas is having the proper documents, not bringing the proper documents from their country, whether it's the U.S. or Europe or Australia, whatever.
Correct.
And then they've got to go back. Got to go back to their very expensive to take a trip back to take care of that. So if they get in touch with you, you can guide them through that, so they don't have those extra delays and expenses.
Yeah, and also please take note if you're actually an retiree applicant who intend to really relocate in the Philippines and apply for the retirement visa, and you're already age 70 years of age, you will now be exempted of the police clearance from your country. So that's one requirement away if that's one of the privilege of being 70. I don't know if it's still a privilege or not, but that's one document out of your requirements. So if you're actually a US veterans before, what you need just to comply is your DD-214, apostilled one of course, your proof of pension, apostilled of course, and if you're 70, you can actually do away already with the police clearance with no criminal record. Now, expounding a little bit more of the criminal record. There are cases right now that we encounter that they come here and they're actually 60 at their 60s right now, that hey JR, I may have a minor record way back 40 years ago. So don't stop there. Come to us and we will what we will do is we will evaluate your documents and we can actually ask for pre-approval. Of course, if you observe it, we will help you justify it because some would say or being hesitant to come here because of that. Those are the things that had happened when during your younger days. For sure, you have been renewed already after 40 years. So we're gonna do the pre-evaluation of that and at the same time pre-approval. And after the response of the retirement office, then we can actually proceed what needs to be done thereafter.
Very good, and I think we'll kind of keep it to this one topic today. Sometimes we cover a lot of topics. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
For the time being, everything is going back to normal right now, and you always have the capacity to do it on your own. However, we are here really to assist you, especially taking out the frustrations of you coming here to the country expecting the same result from your country. Here in the Philippines is different. I can guarantee you that. Been traveling also, for the number one basic thing is the infrastructure. The transportation infrastructure is not that well established for now, and we're still developing on it as a country. And if you actually expect the same set of efficiency from your country, don't expect that here, please. I just wanted you to level up the expectation, and that's the reason why you're here. And also, I would like also to share this thought to our foreign friends. We cannot process your visa up until you have your full cooperation. Your understanding also would matter, especially your when you open your mind and of course your ears and your heart to really understand what is going here to the Philippines. At the end of the day, our goal is to finish our engagement, to finish your visa application. We'll help you with that. We're taking up a lot of stress, a lot of disappointments from your end. We are also trying to help you out understand it. And of course, we'll be here also. We have our three main branches here in Cebu. We have also in Manila, and we have also in Dumaguete. Please do visit us, and of course, Rod will be putting in also our email address and contact number. Please feel free to contact us if you have something in mind or you have some questions, or you can actually also comment on the video if you wanted to know something, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
All right. Yeah, and you have a website, you have a YouTube channel where you regularly regularly put out informative videos. And
Yes.
you have a Facebook page
Yes, of course.
as
we
well.
do
So I'll put those links in the description of the video as well. So, all right, very good.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and please do help our friend here. Please do support his channel, share, like, and subscribe, and also please do leave a comment. Thank you, and we'll be seeing you on our next one.
All right.